Hey everybody, it's Preston here, aka Godzilla Hawk, and welcome to our NXT Takeover New Orleans review. I'm gonna say this right now, I'm so burnt out, but because of how
Thanks for introducing me, Big Larry.
we have Captain Asshole here. I'm sorry, I'm still trying to process what we just watched.
In the words of my people, you.
So, proper introduction, the one only, the Captain Asshole, Brandon.
Eat your heart out, freaking Randy Orton.
So, well,
that was awkward too.
I don't know really how to say. Like, I think
we got so many comments to say. So let's just dig right into it. We're gonna do the first thing, the tradition for NXT takeovers. Ready? Okay, so I'm just gonna say it right now. In my opinion, best takeover I've ever seen.
Even better than War Games.
Yes.
So this was another 10 out of 10 show for you?
I mean, yeah, this was like right up there with it. I mean, wow, it was good.
Oh my god!
But we're gonna jump right in.
I almost had tears in my eyes of how great this show was. It was,
which is why we're just gonna jump into this.
We gotta talk about everything because there's a lot. There's a lot.
So we're gonna start off with the first match. Yeah. Now, basics that we have to talk about here. All right, we already knew Adam Cole was in this match. Okay, we also had Killian Dane, and Lars Sullivan, and we also had Velveteen Dream. But we had two debuting superstars, EC3 and Ricochet, also debuting in this six-man ladder match for the inaugural North American Championship, which actually looks like an awesome title.
And I said this before, it looks like one of those old school boxing titles.
And they kept it big. The strap, everything was big. No small strap, big circle. The whole thing was.
I like about it because it makes it stand out in a good way. Because one of the things WWE has been notorious for is going like the UFC route, where they take a championship and they try and make it look exactly the same, just slightly different color. And NXT tag titles, they were slightly different, but they still had the same kind of basic design and everything. And then had the NXT championships, which is basically new design, but the women's and men's were the same, except one was silver plain, the other's gold. And I was kind of like, I wanted a different design. And then they come with this and like, what the hell?
So I'm going to go ahead and inject right here with two comments.
Yeah.
First off, ow! Ow! And number two, now I know why there's not going to be a ladder match at WrestleMania. They can't fucking top that fucking.
There's your championship ladder match.
Holy shit, dude.
Something did.
Wow. I mean, it was good. I mean, there was a few botches here and there. A lot of painful shit. Even for his thick coat, Mr. Killian Dane,
or Brandon,
had very large bloody welts on his back, arm, and leg. That motherfucker.
Lars Sullivan bled on the side of the head.
Lars Sullivan got busted up on the side of the head. Velveteen Dream got busted just underneath the eye. Jesus.
Everybody got in pain.
Ricochet looked like he was crying in the corner. EC3 could not be put down. He just rise back up and try to kill you again. And then you had Adam Cole, who literally stole the show, did a great job. Despite the fact that I'm still against him having a title right now, I'm okay with it because of the performance that was put on. Everybody got their asses handed to each other. Holy crap.
Let's just try to go over.
I don't care how much dancing and preemptive this and that. Fuck, half that shit landed, and it all sounded painful. I mean, holy shit.
We're gonna try to go over some of the spots here because there were so many. The one that comes to the top of my head, Velveteen Dream going at the very top of a 20-foot ladder, just did his Rainmaker elbow. That was sick. Like, holy shit. Jeff Hardy.
And one more introduction. I'm sorry, I'm starting you off.
Yeah, go ahead.
31 and a half minutes. 31 and a half minutes this match was.
One of the longest. I think this might be the longest ladder match ever.
It's a fucking six-man, but it's a ladder match, and you want it to last how long? You guys are going to hurt. And they're like, oh, fuck. Like 10 minutes? No. 15 minutes? No. 20? Oh, no. 30? A little more, but yes. And Triple H is like, yes. Yes. And you're going to bleed. At least one person's bleeding tonight. I mean, we're sitting there going, who's going to get Lesnar first? Who's going to be Lesnar and who's going to be Orton? This was awesome. But you were saying that we had some spots, and Velveteen Dream did a really good elbow drop from the top of the 20-foot ladder.
I want to say this right now. I want to talk about Velveteen Dream. I loved his ring gear.
Yes, and I was the one who called as to what it was.
From the very happy thing I saw his ring gear. Because I don't know if he knows his ring gear. First of all, his ring gear, it all matched up like New Orleans type of attire, but he had to have like the evil voodoo guy from Princess and the Frog, the Disney version. But I noticed on his ring gear, he had like the spray paint like he did with Aleister Black, except it had everybody else on, but it was all voodoo doll shaped. Which
it also glowed in the dark. I'm sitting there going, this kid, I don't give a shit. He can wrestle like crap, have turbo mic skills. He comes out looking like that every time. We're going to have to see what the hell he's going to look like. That was, I don't care how much money they put in that suit. That is what I want to see him do. Every single time he does a pay-per-view, that kid needs to come out with something new that looks just like that. That's brand new, and you're like, wow, how the hell did they come up with that shit? I want to see that, because that was amazing. And also, the best entrance out of all 6 men, period.
And I just want to remind everyone, Velveteen Dream is 22 years old. 22!
He's basically the youngest man in the match.
22 years old. And he's still go. He's in his prime.
Let's talk about the spots though. We talked about his phenomenal elbow drop from the
Ricochet. Just Ricochet alone. I knew Ricochet. As soon as you put Ricochet, you're like, spot monkey. You're gonna get a spot.
And then you've got Adam Cole super kicking.
Towards the end, you had Lars Sullivan and Killian Dane doing similar spots on ladders, which Brand and I all went like, again. Oh my god!
Ow!
Like Lars, I remember Lars Sullivan, like he placed Velveteen on one of the ladders and he grabbed EC3 on the apron and he slammed it right through.
You know what's sad is that even though technically Killian Dane is a better wrestler than Lars Sullivan, Lars Sullivan pulled that off a lot cleaner, a lot better than Killian Dane.
We'll have to rewatch the match.
But Killian Dane did take quite a few more hits than Lars did. Lars got busted up in the head.
Viking Brandon, man.
Viking Brandon got like a ladder shoved up his ass like 9 times. Holy crap. Out of me. It was bad. But in the long run, we all did our picks for who we thought would win, who we wanted to win, and who we thought would win. Now, I lost both my picks because I wanted Killian Dane to win, which made sense to me because at the same time,
actually, I lost too. I lost my bet too.
And then I also thought that they were going to put Ricochet into it because it made sense. He's the biggest name. That's where NXT usually goes for. In this case, you had who were your two? It was
my pick. Who I wanted was Velveteen Dream, and who I thought was going to win was EC3.
EC3. Again, no wins there. A handful of people picked Adam Cole because they were literally fans.
Well, no one. I think no one was the only one that really picked Adam Cole.
Actually, didn't his buddy also pick him?
No, Austin. I think Austin said he wanted Velveteen Dream to win, but I forgot who he wanted. Who I thought he was going to win. I think it was either EC3 or Adam Cole.
Well, Adam Cole won it. I take nothing from him because I can't. After this match, these guys deserve.
Well, not only that, I won't go further down the line, but it tells a good story with this too, and I'll explain that going on. But there were so many spots. Bottom line, excellent opener, get the crowd hyped up. This is what I love.
EC3 needs to stop shaking his ass. There, I said it. Everybody else thought the same thing, and I said it. Why is he shaking his ass? And they need to stop that. And everybody literally be like, we were just thinking that. And
this was literally like he does a traditional actions, but instead of like just turning like that, he
starts doing a little bit of a butt wiggle, and you're sitting there going,
it was weird.
It's not stripping, it's wrestling.
So bottom line, honestly, one of the best line matches I've seen in a while. It was a lot of fun, and all these guys look strong. Like no one looked weak. That was
everybody took a beating, got up, and took another beating. Lars got his ass handed to him.
Yeah,
for being the biggest, strongest guy in the group, he got his ass beat. And then you have EC3, who literally kept getting up and getting the shit kicked out of him. EC3 got killed. Killian Dane dropped on him twice.
Oh, that was another favorite spot. I hope that's a GIF. It was after he took the spot from Lars Sullivan, and you see him lying on the ground, his eyes are wide open,
and you have freaking Velvet Dream like thing. I'm like, double pain angel. He's saying Jesus, and he's giving him a hug.
So, bottom line, great match, but there's still more to talk about. So,
right. So we'll move on to the next match.
I got this one.
All right. Okay. Go ahead and announce it, but remember to put these on there.
Yeah. Okay,
go for it.
So, Shayna Baszler defeated Ember Moon for the NXT Women's Championship. First of all,
minute time.
12 minutes and 56 seconds. So 13. About 13 minutes. All right. So I just want to say this right now. Brandon and I will both be honest here. When they did their first match, it wasn't bad, but
botched on a regular basis.
Well, it wasn't botched. It wasn't the type of style we thought. It wasn't like what we expected. It was more like ground pound, more slower pace. This one was more fast paced. It was more like, it wasn't just like, I'm going to hold you down. It was more like they were trying to make it more personal. They were advancing the story where they were doing more knees. They were being more aggressive. First of all, I want to say, I want to mention this too because I forgot to mention, I'm a sucker when it comes to live performances, especially when it comes to like before shows, especially like WrestleMania. Again, when Saliva did that WrestleMania 18, but I think that's the best way to do it. Or if you're performing something live, I think that matters. For me personally, it makes them a bigger deal. It makes that show more special, in my opinion. I don't know why. If I was a wrestler, I would want a live performance to play me. It just shows that you matter, and not only that, it has that special feeling like this is special. It's not just your average event. So I want to point out
stroking the cockles.
Yeah. So first of all,
it's underhanded.
So we had the live performance. I think I forgot what it's like. Kane Hill, I think the band was that did the theme song. First of all, they did great for their live performance during the beginning of the show. I just want to point that out. But then we had Ember Moon come out first, and I thought this is kind of weird having the champion come out first. But then I saw the music playing, I hear the guitar. I'm like, oh, she's getting a live entrance, so that makes sense. And they did good. All right, I don't know who that lead singer was, but she did fine. Ember Moon had this kind of like phoenix hair with the yellow, red. I liked it. I like her gear and everything. Shayna Baszler came out. I would say this was definitely way better than the last match by far. Way more physical. I love the story where early in the match, you had Ember Moon actually do the Shayna Baszler stomp on the arm. And I love the storytelling where Shayna Baszler was trying to pop her arm back into socket. When people were, because I think you were questioning, like, why is she attacking her thing in the post? That's what she's doing. She's trying to pop her arm in place. And that's what I like about her. She's showing like she has weakness. But besides that, the opening spot was amazing. I love this. I think Noah might have told you this, but what happened was literally Ember Lane tried to go for a drop kick immediately. Shayna just dodges, and as soon as she gets up, sucker, just punches her knockout cold and rolls off. I just thought that was hilarious. It was funny. It was so. Besides that, I think it was smart to put this match next, and the crowd definitely, they were kind of still a little drained from the first match, but they weren't like quiet. Unlike the next match, I hate saying that, but it was true. Until the ending of the next match, we'll explain that later. But I thought Shayna Baszler did good. I thought they still did good, and I think this means they're going to have a third match. Me personally, I hope to have some sort of stipulation, whether that being that maybe I quit match would be kind of cool, or submission, maybe like 2 out of 3 falls, something, because at this point you can't just do a singles match. You should at least do something else with them. And who knows? Maybe, like you said, maybe if Ty Sane, maybe or someone from NXT wins the Women's Battle Royal Tournament, maybe that gives them an opportunity, maybe to fight for the NXT Women's Championship, which would be a good start. But it depends. But overall, I didn't mind the match. I thought it was definitely better. It got a certain amount of time and did what it needed to do with Shayna Baszler as your new champion, which I'm fine with. Do you have any last minute comments before we get on to the next one?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Match number 3 is the Undisputed Era, Adam Cole substituting, tagging with Kyle O'Reilly versus
Future Shock
of Pain and Future Shock.
That's Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly as a tag team name when you're on Independence and Ring of Honor. They're known as Future Shock.
Versus the Authors of Pain and Roderick Strong with Pete Dunne for the NXT Tag Team Champions.
And the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic.
Yes, that's right. It's an all or nothing. And, we have the Undisputed Era, of course, winning.
Yeah.
Retaining and winning. And, again, this was a very good match. you showed the pure dominance of the Authors of Pain.
As usual.
Of course, this match also lasted, again, 12 minutes.
Roughly 12.
Very, very long amount of time for each match in this pay-per-view.
Well, this one got a short time, but especially the main event, you could see why.
Yeah, but who showed a lot of brutality, very very strong, very very hard style. You've got literally Kyle O'Reilly carrying the entire his team.
Well, because remember, Adam Cole had competed in our match, and the story they told was they literally took him out in the beginning.
By himself, he was a problem for everyone.
He literally felt like a Daniel Bryan out there. I'm sorry, his move is so similar to Bryan.
You have Roderick Strong, who was literally tripping over his own feet on a regular basis throughout the whole match. I'm not gonna lie, I like the guy. I know he does great performance, but he's been very sloppy in NXT. He botches just his footwork. He needs to start coordinating his footwork, unless he's getting dizzy spells when he gets hit in the head. But you gotta watch his stumbling. And you have Pete Dunne, who does a tremendous performance every single time.
I'm gonna say this right now. Correct me if you're wrong. He says right now the best WWE champion right now is Pete Dunne.
Mm-hmm. If you want to go full on WWE, every last champion, yeah, Pete Dunne. Not even actually now Pete Dunne's right behind Aleister Black, but
Aleister Black hasn't really started when he's out. Doesn't even count. Okay. I mean, like current reign.
So I'll say Pete Dunne. But this was a very decent, tag team match. Usually, I'm not interested in tag team matches anymore because there's not good enough build up or not.
Usually in NXT, I'm usually more looking forward to it because they actually know what they're doing.
This match was straight up just hit 90 miles an hour immediately.
It was just chaos.
It was just automatically. And it was like, what's funny was the fact that the Authors of Pain were the only team that was tagging in and out. The whole match. You just like,
Rod Strong and Pete Dunne kind of got a couple of tests, but 90% of the time it was Authors of Pain.
Yeah, I'm sitting here going, how the hell does that happen? So, great match.
It was it's the match, let's be honest, the match was kind of dead for the crowd, but it was the ending that woke. I didn't even see this coming. Like, we were kind of going back and forth because, as you know, Bobby Fish is legit injured towards ACL, so he's out for about 5-6 months, so it really sucks for him. But we did not expect this. Like, first of all, this goes back to what I was saying. There was a whole story with Roderick Strong, even back in War Games, where they were trying to recruit Roderick Strong. Because, the story was they were involved. They've been buddies for years. They're trying, they understood that Roderick Strong was on a losing path. And like, come join us. We'll make you a winner. We'll make you a champion. We'll make you somebody again. And Roderick Strong turned that down. He wanted to go his own path. And he went down. But then he had the rivalry with Pete Dunne. He had that title match on NXT, came that close, and he lost. But then he ended up tagging with Pete Dunne. They were this close to winning the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, but what happened? Double DQ. They had to get their opportunity, but it told a good story because now Roderick Strong, it was literally like, why should I join with Pete Dunne where I could just join Undisputed Era and I'm guaranteed I'm going to be a champion, And that's kind of what happened. Like, literally, Pete Dunne hit the bitter end. We thought it was it. Roderick Strong comes in. At first, I thought it was by accident. I thought it was just by pure instinct, but that's why I thought. I was like, he accidentally screwed him. But then, no, he picked him up and he attacked him. Like, what? And the crowd popped. And then Pete Dunne, of course, loses. So Undisputed Era retained. AC Roderick Strong grab Adam Cole, rip off his band, and he puts it on. And it was so cool. And I shouted at least 6 times, like, Team ROH! It was so great. You saw Bobby Fish come out and his crutch and everything. It was just cool. But again,
Team ROH now is that 4th member.
They're literally becoming slowly like the evolution.
Horseman Strong.
They're literally slowly becoming like the evolution in NXT. And again, kind of going back to NXT because you don't watch NXT, not because you hate it, but because you don't have the network. And that's the only way you can watch it. But pretty much the whole build was they cheat, they break the rules, and William Regal, the general manager, doesn't like that. He finds him disrespectful. They always disrespect him. He's been trying to screw over the Undisputed Era. Look what happened. Now Cole is now the inaugural champion. And now look what happened here. They try to screw over the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic by doing a double disqualification, putting triple threat. And look what happened now. Now, not only did they retain the titles, now they won the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, so now they're on top of the world. All they're missing is literally the women's title and their world title. They're already the most dominant group, and I even heard that Triple H is a big fan of Adam Cole. He speaks of it as the future, and now this explains everything. So it all ties. So it's not just like we're gonna just throw the belt on Adam Cole. There's a story behind it. Now Regal is going to be fuming because he doesn't want these guys to be champions, but now look where they are now. They're on top of the world pretty much as a great faction. I think this is one of the better factions we had. I'm going to say since the Shield. I mean, the Shield was great. I mean, Riot Family was great, but for after the whole Cena thing, they kind of slowly died down, and then they rebranded, and they split up, and it was just a mess. I hate saying that, but this has potential to be another great group, and I'm really excited to see what they do. Like you said, I'd rather see Velveteen Dream won that ladder match, but I'm not complaining out of Cole won as long as EC3 didn't win. I'm sorry, I'm just not really that big of an EC3 fan. Yet. We'll have to wait and see. For all I know, maybe he'll be better at NXT. I'm going to give it a chance, but I see this triple threat for me, nothing really happened, but it was that ending that kind of sparked, which I thought was good. So overall, it was decent. Like, it wasn't like the one you had to watch except for the ending, but it wasn't bad. Now this is when the show picks up again, starting with this match. Next match, we had the Aleister Black versus Andreas Almas. I'm just going to see him Almas for the NXT Championship. This match got almost 20 minutes. It was about 18 minutes and 30 seconds. I'm going to say this right now, but I know we're going to praise Aleister Black a lot. You're one of the biggest Aleister Black fans, so yes. You guys like Mitch. I'm not the biggest Aleister Black fan, I'm going to admit, but I don't hate him. I like him, but I'll always be more of a Velveteen Dream guy. That's just me personally. But I got to say something about Almas. You're going to agree with me on this because you have always been a fan of Almas. Ever since he assigned, as soon, I think you agree, as soon he's got paired up with Cia Vega, he's gotten excellent matches. He's been working twice as hard. He's more fluent. He's been having way better matches. He's telling a better story. He has a more defined character.
More aggressive character, which really fits perfectly. It's working much better. He's making him look like a dominant champion. And
it's not making him look weak at all. He looks like a champion.
He did not lose by fluke. He did not lose by looking like he's.
I gotta say this right now. I love the ring gear on Almas. Like when he came out with like the silver with the black. It came out with the mask again. Like almost going back to his old roots when he was wrestling Luchador Japan, all that stuff. Where he had the mask, he took it off again. So it's the same thing as Philadelphia. And again, this match started off slow, but again, like usually a lot of championship matches that you have, it's a roller coaster. You start off slow, then you pick up. There's always the loops, then the drops, and it's a roller coaster. It goes all over the place. And these guys still had a very great match. I would say Almas and Gargano still had a way better match, but this was still good. I'm not going to take anything away from this. I like the chemistry. I like both their athleticism. I like their aggressiveness. So many times I thought it was over. I like the black mask, but then Selena Vega pulled the rope, so I thought, oh my god, almost gonna win. I like it. I think it was Aleister Black did the sunset flip or something over, shucks Almas, and then as soon as Aleister gets a ring, Almas hits the DT. I thought that was it, and he kicks out. But the ending I thought was kind of unique. Referee I think gets distracted, and Selena Vega tries to jump, onto Aleister, but Aleister ducks. Almas catches her, and then bam, black mass rolls her out 1, 2, 3. Which Aleister Black is fine NXT champion after being WWE for now. I would say exactly a year at this point. I believe he's been WWE for exactly a year. So now, exactly a year, his first championship match, he finally wins it. He's still undefeated in one-on-one matches as Aleister Black, which still is good. And and again, we all have to talk about the pre-show because they had Drew McIntyre talk. And this is important because Brand came up with this idea. Because McIntyre wants to get his hands on Almas. That's his first goal, is to get his hands on Almas. But once he says he's done, he wants to go after the championship. But Almas still has a rematch clause. So why not make it a triple threat match at Takeover Chicago? That way, McIntyre can get his rematch for the championship, and he still also gets his hand on Almas. Plus, you have Almas and Aleister Black continuing their feud. Yeah. So it works. It's not just a random match. It all coordinates, which I liked. Besides that, do you have anything else to talk about this match very quickly?
Aleister Black is a new NXT championship. New champion. Done. Final match of the night.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you do it because you were the happiest.
All right. Go for it. John Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa.
Unsanctioned match for
Gargano's career in NXT. If Gargano won, he gets reinstated. If he loses, he's big return. Almost 40 fucking minutes.
37-minute match. Holy shit.
Okay. Like you said this before the beginning. I think this deserves it.
I'm sorry. One more time. This is for the crowd. I have never clearly heard someone chant "fuck you" ever in my life.
That many times.
Any show, and Jesus fucking Christ.
They did like 4 or 5 times.
The part where he powerbombs one of the concrete. You deserve it. Oh my God. They're bloodthirsty. Ciampa sitting there going, really? I blew my knee out for these assholes?
Oh, like, I can't describe. I'm saying this right now. This is by far the best feud they've done to me ever in fucking years. I'm not fucking lying when I say this. Anything. This means main roster wise. This means NXT period. One of the best feuds I've seen in years. And this is only their first match actually fighting, actually rivaling. And I still think they're going to continue this feud, and I'm going to explain why in a little bit. But oh my God! Like,
I am super looking forward to both these guys going to the main roster and seeing what they're going to do with it.
Oh my God! First of all, the promo package, one of the best promo packages I've seen in my life. I've watched it at least 10 times on YouTube before I saw it. Before Brandon watched it for the first time. The story was clear cut. It's like if you're watching this for the first time, you could get right away what the story was. It was simple but effective. But one of the reasons I also liked about this feud is when Ciampa got injured, when he first turned on him, it wasn't like the typical, because Ciampa, usually when people turn heel on their partners, usually it's the same thing, like, you're selfish, or like you betrayed me, or you kept on losing matches for us. Ciampa's reason was, when I got injured, everybody was already saying who's gonna be, because this was before the ladder match. Remember, there was a whole controversy like, was he gonna compete in that ladder match for tag titles because he got injured a few days ago, and you were speculating like, is that match gonna get canceled? And everybody on Twitter was saying like, oh, Ciampa's probably gonna get replaced. He's gonna be replaced with like Only Lorcan or somebody else on NXT is gonna take his place. And Ciampa's excuse was, you people thought that when I got injured, you were all gonna forget about me, but you're all gonna remember Gargano. It didn't matter who's gonna replace me. That's what's gonna be your focal point. When I came back, nobody was gonna remember me. So instead of Gargano throwing me under a bus, I played the first shot, and it made sense, and it told a good story on that. So he kind of related to Ciampa. But I'm saying this right now, the best babyface and heel storyline they've done, where you felt bad, you wanted the babyface to succeed, and you really hated the heel. That's what you're supposed to do, and the crowd was fucking on fire on this. I can't explain it enough. Like you said, I think I kind of was wondering if they were going to do the fuck you Ciampa stuff, but the fact that they did it not once, but at least 5 different times, I was laughing. I'm sorry, I laughed a few times and calling him an asshole. I had to point at him at that part. You suck. You suck. You deserve it, like that. Oh my God,
that was mean. I mean, shit, dude. I felt bad when he hit that concrete. You deserve it. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? What the hell?
Just like,
what, thirsty mongrels?
But the story was perfect. Even in this match, it was great. That's the whole point. It wasn't just the match was great; it was the storytelling.
Even the referee was a great portion of the storytelling when he started the match with the blood gloves on already.
And keep in mind, notice he was all wearing black too. He wasn't wearing the traditional referee shirt.
Yeah.
I wonder if that was another reason too. Maybe
he got paid more for that one.
So, first of all,
I don't get to see blood on my shirt.
So I want to talk about just first of all, Ciampa had no music, but he had this cool, sweet jacket. I gotta mention, he loved the jacket.
That was so awesome. Swear to God, out of freaking Mad Max style, that was awesome.
And then Gargano came out in Christmas attire. I'm calling it Christmas attire because that's what it was.
Yeah, but he's still Thor armor.
Yeah, he had the Thor. Well, I was trying to figure out like what was that from, but then we were looking at some of the images and it turned out Thor from Thor Ragnarok. So, oh, okay, that's why. So, again, the match itself was great, but it was the storytelling that really sold it. Like you could like, I'm gonna say this right now.
I'm sorry, but the 7 billion kickouts is what sold that match.
But that's what I meant by it's drama and story. Like, because this was Gargano. I was like, this was not just like Gargano. Like, I can't. This was like, I cannot lose this. I'm gone from NXT. Like, he wanted this. It was do or die from him. This was like his last chance. Otherwise, he was gone. And I like that story aspect. The suplex off the announce table by Ciampa to Gargano. Ow! Yeah. Like I said, the powerbomb on the cement. Fucking ow! I swear to God, one bad lane, Ciampa would bounce his head on the concrete. He would have been screwed. Thank God landed on his shoulder. He tipped his head forward. Thank God. That scared me. The near falls were fuck. If you've seen Undertaker and Shawn Michaels from WrestleMania 25, you know exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to the near falls. I don't know how many times Noah had a heart attack, and I don't know how many times I fell off my fucking chair.
They're still kicking out! Like, that's it, he's dead, he kicked out!
Like, I thought the long bower by fucking Ciampa, that's what he calls it, the backbreaker
thing. But the lawnmower from the top rope.
I thought that was it for sure. As soon I knew that was like, that's it. That's 100% done. And he still kicked out. I'm like, what? No, and then Gargano hit his trademark super kick in from the corner. I thought that was it. And he hit twice in a row. Ciampa kicked out. I'm like, what the fuck?
They're all destructive forces here. I was there going, how did they not hold on to the tag team championships?
For long anyway. Like, holy shit. I'm on the edge of my seat. They're hitting each other crutches. They're doing all these counters. They're all. And then it was the ending I really liked. You had Gargano break one of the crutches. And it was going to like ram into Ciampa's face, but he stops.
Which was awesome because we got a close up of Ciampa's brand new shiner. Oh man, he's got such a swollen eye right now.
So
where's they going? Woo! That guy.
So what happened was Gargano was about to ram into it, but then he stopped. And it was because deep down inside, he really thought he was like his brother. And deep down, it's like, he's like a brother. He just couldn't pull the trigger. He puts it down. And he does exactly what happened at the Cruiserweight Classic. When Ciampa lost against Gargano in the Cruiserweight Classic, Ciampa walked off. Gargano just sat in the middle of the ring. Still one of the most emotional things I've seen in wrestling. Gargano, even though Gargano won, he sits in the ring. He's disappointed because he wanted to shake hands with his buddy. It's like, good job, but Ciampa walks off. But then Ciampa turns back, says fuck it, goes back, sits right next to him, and does this. And it was just a moment right there. Just a moment. And it looked like we're going to kind of get that again. But I had a hint that Ciampa was going to turn. And he grabs the brace they took off earlier. And I thought it was going to hit him, and then it was going to be it. But he swings it, but Gargano knew what was coming. He ducks it, gets in the Gargano escape. But then Ciampa's trying to counter it, but then he gets him like an STF. He pulls on him, Ciampa's head, and Ciampa immediately taps out after that. I'm going to say this right now, for an unsanctioned match, don't expect a lot of weapons because that's not much. Think of it more of what happens if you take two, like, almost like brothers and put this heated rivalry in a stipulation like this, because it was all storytelling.
Long distance brutality.
It was just storytelling. That's all it was just storytelling, and it perfected. And the ending, Gargano won, and you had Candice LeRae come out, his wife, and celebrate. It was just one of those moments. Here's what I want. I honestly want this feud to continue. I don't want this to end. So here's what I'm predicting. I'm going to say they're going to have a rematch at Takeover Chicago, and then they're going to have one more match at Takeover Brooklyn 4. And I want that to be their final match, and that could be Gargano's main roster debut. Mm-hmm. I want that to be Hell in a Cell. I'm not fucking lying. Think about it. Imagine those guys in a Hell in a Cell. I'm being serious. Imagine that. No, I'm serious. Really think about it. Can you imagine the feud they can have? Now imagine taking that, putting inside Hell in a Cell.
I like what you're thinking.
Like it's in the best part. This is one. It's like
I'll throw in 2 more cruiserweights with the cruiserweight title on the line.
But like I said, this is like the equivalent of like Daniel Bryan and Punk. You can put them in like another 10 times. I'm not going to get bored because that's because of the feud and the story they're going with it. like I told everybody this after a Cruiserweight Classic match. I told everyone, it's like, remember the Cruiserweight match? That was 13 minutes, and that was when they're still best friends fighting. Now imagine a bigger stage. You're giving them twice as long. You're giving them stipulation, and you're giving them a story, and they actually hate each other. Imagine what they're gonna do.
Sorry, later you're just like, well, at least it finally ended.
Like
I'm done. I tap out. I'm done.
Like I
was sitting there going, seriously, I cannot wait to pee any longer. Can we just?
You were so close to squeeze. You wanted to squeeze that lemon.
I said, I can't believe this match is still happening.
I was shocked. I thought it was going to be these 20 minutes, but it got way more time. And there were so many times I thought it was going to end. It still kept on going. I'm like, is this supposed to be like an Iron Man match, except it goes sudden death overtime? Like, what the hell? But I'm going to say the crowd was amazing in New Orleans tonight. They made the match even better. They told the. I'm going to say, I think this was honestly match tonight just for the storytelling alone. Like I would give as for like high spots and everything in line match by far, but for storytelling, emotion, and just excitement overall and the drama, it would be the main event right here. It did not disappoint. Like I said, the only thing I wish they would have done is gotten a few more weapons, but that's more of a nitpick. Either that was a perfect main event. I got no complaints whatsoever. Triple H knows what he's doing. I said that a million times. Now, either that, I mean, do you have any quick comments on that before we rate the show? I
cannot wait to see what they do with these two guys. I cannot wait to see what they do with these two guys. And I hope that on the next NXT that I get to watch, I hope that they finally pick an opening theme song for Ciampa.
Yeah, that was the one thing, too, because he had no theme song, and I thought that was kind of unique.
It just said Ciampa on the screen. There was no music. I'm like, really?
It was similar to like what they did with Heel R-Truth the first time, where it was literally just the truth shall set you free, and then no music for weeks after that. He just came out with no music. It was so awkward, and then they gave him that theme. I think that's what they're trying to do. I think they're trying to. Well, it kind of fit too. Like it was showing, like I don't need no fancy entrance or fancy music to please you guys. This is my moment. It's all about me. So it kind of fit to his character too. So, and plus, you know, they're probably still working on his theme and everything, but I didn't mind that. I thought it was strange, but I thought it kind of fits the character and the whole everything. So, but other than that, I got in terms of rating, 10 out of 10 stars.
10.
Another like War Games, another perfect show for you.
Yeah, this worked out really well.
I'm gonna say at least a 9.5. Besides that tag team, I'm gonna say that tag team match. My opinion was a little underwhelming, but everything else, like even Shane Blazer was fine, but everything else, I think Manu's from the ladder match and Gargano gave that extra like star power alone. I'm gonna say it was a 9 out of 10, like War Games for me. It was just almost a perfect show. I loved it. It's one of my personal favorite takeovers now. Nobody looked weak. So many surprises. Like I said, that's why I'm still kind of like trying to process everything because so much. If you watch this show, then you know what we're talking about. There was just too much. There was so much that even Brand and I are still trying to comprehend on everything. So, yeah, it was insane. Let's see here. Oh, we got a lot of comments. So let's quickly read these comments. All right, so we'll start with Harry Flynn. Flynn 14. So, is Johnny the true psycho killer?
No.
No. Harry Flynn. Cole was the MVP of the night. Yeah. I can agree on that. Graham and James Ellsworth won the tag titles and Graham did a biker ticker period. Oh, that's from Grim Tour Show. That's pretty cool. Harry Flynn. Velvet Dream Trunks reminds me of Rick Rude's Trunks. Yes, I agreed. I think he's paying tribute to that, which is really cool. Harry Flynn. The Hall of Fame was 5 hours long last night. I heard about that, and a lot of people left. Like, wow. Stop twerking, President. Sorry. Sam Katz. Roderick Strong winning the UK belt. Yeah, I think that's what they're doing. I think they'll see Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne feud for the title. That's my prediction right there. Shayna Blazer reminds me of Nelson Mutes from The Simpsons. Okay. The Authority could Blazer call up to take care of Ronda Rousey. I read about that. That's actually not a bad prediction because remember they're having that Ronda Rousey thing tomorrow. They could call Shayna Blazer to help take care of Ronda because she knows Ronda. So that could be something. AJ Styles is the best champion WWE right now. Period. That's a good point. I'd say Usos are better tag team champions, but you can say Pete Dunne's a good champion. So it just varies.
But you have him face Pete Dunne. Oh wait, that's right, because he's working on the PG show. Pete Dunne's working on the PG-13 show where blood is, mandatory.
Yeah. I heard 9 months for Bodyfish. Oh shit! If that's the case, fuck. Anime Mania 500.
That was worse than I thought.
Yeah. Anime Mania 500. What's up, guys? How you doing?
How you doing?
I see what you did there. Here we go. First NXT Hell in a Cell match, maybe. That's what I'm saying. I think they're gonna save it Ciampa Gargano. I think that makes the most sense, and that would make the Hell in a Cell actually mean something.
They might just do another War Game match, or maybe like a Metal Mania, where they put the weapons in a steel cage.
We'll see. I would rather see Hell in a Cell because it's never done in NXT yet, but we'll wait and see. Everyone, we're getting the first Killing Day Author's Opinion Paul Ellery figure soon. I can't wait. Yeah, I heard about that. But then Harry Flynn, Vladimir Kozlov has no theme for a while. Oh yeah, that's right. He never did for a while. So I actually, to be fair, I never was a Vladimir Kozlov fan, so I don't remember.
Who doesn't love his headbutt?
Yeah. Oh, Sam Katz.
I call it the battering ram.
Sam Katz, did you hear Alberto no show Impact Lucha Underground again? I heard about that too. He might as well get fired. If you're not even showing up to his own promotions, get rid of them. Honestly, almost just the next Del Rio, but better. I'm saying right now. Anime Mania 500. I'm still Jack. I just changed my YouTube name. Oh, okay. That's Jax. That's Jack. Okay. Okay.
It's not Jax. It's Jack.
Yeah, but you know what I meant. You know what I meant. That's what I was reminding you. It was Jax, but we don't call him Jax. It's Jack. That's what I was trying to say. So Jack, it's good to see you again. All right. So now we know that your new name is Anime Mania 500. So we're gonna go
only 500.
So I don't
know how much anime is in the world. You just sort of do the animated porn. You're like, there's 650,000.
Brand's gonna be watching this
in this part of Tokyo alone. I was like, 500. You add some zeros.
Yeah, but either that, we're gonna go ahead and end it off because it's getting late and we gotta get some sleep because tomorrow, for our first time, we're actually gonna watch the full 7 hours of WrestleMania. That includes the pre-show, which is 2 hours, and then
7 hours nonstop horseshit.
Well, the pre-show, at least we might get some breaks because they do a lot of that interview stuff.
We are literally gonna go through the pre-show, which 2 out of 3 matches are literally like waiting in line for the roller coaster first off.
That cruiserweight title match I'm looking forward to. I can't wait.
You get the cruiserweight match, which kind of gives you the of the start, and it starts to build up, and then you start getting all the other matches, and you're just like,
this was never better. This wasn't better than Takeover.
Fucking sucks.
Watch how much went in the back. Triple H is in the back after that Ciampa Gargano. He's smiling, and you see Vince like, "What is Vanilla matches? They aren't Roman."
If they literally just destroy WrestleMania, do nothing but bad matches, your little thought of like how everything works like a roller coaster would literally be like it end like literally like going for the loop to loop, and like the ride just gets stuck like that, and you're upside down, hanging for your life, going shit. He's a big Roman Reigns fan.
Caught that fish,
either man. That or he's really into proctology.
Caught the Hey, this is me. We're cool.
He likes the butt chug.
If you seen Blockers, go watch it, and go watch our Ready Player One if you've not seen it.
Both those movies rate a 9.8 out of 10.
But don't see Pacific Rim in his mind.
Do not see Pacific Rim. Even if you were a fan of Pacific Rim 1, do not see the second one. It was garbage. That is going to be a $5 movie before Christmas. Do yourself a favor. Save your money. Go watch a real movie.
Yeah. But other than that, like I said, we both gave it, he gave it 10 out of 10. I give it 9 out of 10. Although, overall, we walked in excited. We walked out happy. That's all we can ask for.
It's been a long time since I've been able to laugh with an entire theater of people. Usually it's just me laughing. Everybody saying, shut the hell up, fat ass.
Yeah, but it was actually more important fun time. Everyone got more engaged.
I fell out of my chair like twice. It was hilarious. You got the lady behind me to listen to me when I say, because when I start laughing on comedy, I start commentating on it, and I got people laughing about everything I'm saying. I'm like, fuck, am I like in stereo?
But besides that, we like to talk more. But overall, that was Takeover. like I said, there will be no live reactions for Takeover, unfortunately, but there will be live reactions for WrestleMania 34, and there will be a review tomorrow, so we'll let you know about that. But other than that, we gotta get ready for bed. He's gotta get going. I gotta get ready for sleep because we got
7 hours of shit tomorrow.
Yeah, so let's just hope for all I want is a good media. Not a great one, but just a good watchable media.
We might not do reactions for the pre-show, but we're not going to do it for the main show.
Yeah, we're not going to do it for pre-show, but we're going to do it for the main show. I'm not going to do every single match, but I'll do it on most of the matches because, I want to do like more ports.
We want you to see every last second of disappointment that they put out there.
So bottom line, we'll see you at Mania. So out of that, take care of me. I'm Preston. This is
an asshole reminding you to keep smiling every time you wave the flag.
Take care of my peeps. And God, Gargano and Ciampa are fucking amazing. Good job, Triple H.